Hi, I'm Chris with T&K Off-Road and Overland. Today, we're going to go over our coolers. I know I teased this video over on Facebook about 2 weeks ago. Well, here it is. First, we're going to start off with our newest addition to the fleet. This is our 30-can cooler from Ozark Trail. Picked this up at Walmart. It's about $49. It has got leak-proof zippers. Comes with a lubricant to put on them. So far, it's been a great cooler. They advertise 2 days of keeping ice. This last weekend, we had a camping trip. We went about 3 days, 2 nights. This had 3 growlers of beer in it, filled with ice, brimmed up to the top. And the ice stayed for about, I would say, a day and a half with vigorous use. Not something I would take camping with me all the time, but this is going to be our new trail cooler. It's much smaller than the one that's down here. The zipper is really nice. It's really stiff. Even once you put the lube in, I mean, the zippers are, that one's not sealed. You have this one that is. That's taking some force to open it. One thing I did notice when I had it loaded down, I put the straps on it. It's just a plastic snap strap. It snapped off under the weight of 3 growlers filled with ice, and this plummeted to the ground. And now you'd think, well, there goes the trip. 3 growlers of broken beer. That's a gallon and a half of beer wasted. This thing absorbed the shock. None of the bottles were harmed. The only damage that was done to the cooler is this heat welded strap pad out here ripped. I'm going to contact Ozark Trail, see if I can't get it warranted. Their warranty at Ozark Trail, at least with the rotomold coolers, is amazing. I don't know what it is on these soft coolers, but so far I really like it. This is going to be, like I said, our new trail cooler. Go out for a day run or so, pack all our food and drinks in here, throw a little bit of ice. It's a lot lighter and a lot easier to ice up than this big boy. We have handles with Velcro on it, neoprene, nice padded, so you can put some weight in it and it doesn't feel like it. You've got the pocket right here. It's not super big, but you can put some stuff in there. This is also a lashing point. You can tie stuff to it. It's also a bottle opener. It's really cool. On the inside, like I said, it's big enough to fit 3 growlers of beer plus ice. The foam on the lid is substantially thick. It's about, say, a ½ inch thick all the way around. Tops and bottom. The bottom's about the same, but this top is somewhere around almost 2 inches thick. This is a great cooler. I highly recommend it for day trip use. Now we'll move on to this big cooler here. Well, bigger cooler. I've had this, I would say, going on 2 years now. Yeah, probably about 2 years. I got this shortly after I got my Rubicon. Before that I had the Coleman cheap coolers, and it's really hard to keep ice in those even for one day. So I was looking around, I saw the Yetis and the Arctics, but back when I got this, the Yeti in the similar size was almost $500. The Arctic was about $350. Those prices have come down now, but this was like $160 out the door. I think you can still get them for that. It is a direct knockoff of a Yeti Arctic style cooler. This one is the 52 quart cooler, and it has been phenomenal. I will load this thing up in the Jeep, summertime, hot as hell, hard top on, everything locked up, go out all day into the desert, have my lunch, open it 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 times a day, and then figure that for about 2 days, come back, park it in the driveway, forget about it. I'll open this thing up 7 days later, and they'll be still filled with ice. They're a little conservative on what they say is going to, how long the ice is going to stay. Don't worry about that. It's got a nice ruler attached to the top if you're fishing with it. Got 4 places for drinks with little drains if you want to use it as a drink stand. It's got a place to lock it. They say it is bear rated. I'm not sure if it does. The handles are nice. They're fabric web. This is actually how we lash them down. We run ratchet straps through this and pull it tight onto the deck lids of the Jeep. Great hinge on the back side. These T-handles, they're kind of a trick. The first day that I got it, or first time I took it out, we actually tore one of these handles with it in the Jeep. We had it facing the front seats so we could dick with it while we're driving. Now we flip it around, but I called or emailed CA Innovations, which is the people that manufacture this cooler. 5-year warranty on this guy. Got it from Walmart, super awesome. Told them what I had go on, and they ended up miscommunicating with me and sending me an extra set of these. Really cool people, super quick. I called them back, said, hey, this is what I needed. And they said, okay, keep the other ones. And they sent these out right away, pronto, super quick. Moving on the inside, this cooler is super heavy. It's somewhere around 25 pounds, I would say, empty. Don't quote me on that. This here can be used as a beer opener, your lock plate. It's super thick. This seal is really the only removable part on the inside of it. It does a great job. Like I said, it's pretty awesome. This last time we went out to Kitchen Creek Flats, this thing is great. Got a dry food basket in there so you keep things dry. That's a really cool feature. As for the inside of it, there's not much going on. It's cool, guys. Move on to the side of here, and you'll notice there's this giant hole in the side of it. Most coolers have a drain, right? Well, this one's got 2 drains. You can have your normal garden hose one. You can thread a 3/4 inch garden hose onto this and drain it or whatever you need to do. But if you want to get everything out of it, you pull the big guy. This is how I drain it. I leave it sealed, and I just pull this. Everything drains out. It stays clean inside. It dries itself. It's super awesome. Now that it's dried, I'll put this back on. The ball chain is kind of a pain, but it makes it so you don't lose your drain. Close it all up. It's watertight. I've never had it leak. The only time I've ever actually had any water exit this without me wanting to, we came through a ditch in Ocotillo real hard one time, and it was ratchet strapped down tight, and it escaped the ratchet straps and ended upside down. When you have somewhere around 40 pounds of ice in here and it's all on the lid, that seal really doesn't hold up that great, but any other time it's awesome. On the bottom, you've got 4 very large removable rubber feet. They bolt on. This is great. It's super sturdy. It's actually pretty difficult to slide around when you want it to slide around, which is good because you don't want these sliding around when they're tied down. So you get these rubber feet on here, and they stay where you put them. All that said, I honestly would never buy another cooler again. I probably will never buy another cooler again because of this. This cooler is great, perfect size for 4 of us for a day, with tons of extra room. That's why we're going to move to a smaller cooler. You don't really need to bring a ton of food for a day trip. This went camping with the girlfriend and I for, like I said, 3 days, 2 nights. And it held everything we needed: beer, water, food, everything we would need that needed to stay cold. And it stayed cold the whole time. It still had ice on the 3rd day when we came home and we emptied it out. It sat out here and melted. This, honestly, I threw away every other cooler I had, no matter what the size was. I'll bring this with me. It's heavy, but it works. I personally can't justify the price of a Yeti or an Arctic. They're really overpriced. But I do say rotomold is the way to go. Get rid of the foam and blow molded plastic Colemans, any of that style. They're cool, great for backyard barbecues, but if you're going to go camping or you're going to go overland, this is the way to go, unless you're running a fridge, which I do plan on doing in the future. But right now, cooler works just fine for our short trips. Chris with T&K Off-Road and Overland. Thank you for watching. Please remember to stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe.